I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, people? What's good, party people? What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Welcome to the next minute drive. To the next morning drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Hey, everybody! Look, Uncle Freezy has a shirt on. Yay! So for those that didn't see the Blame Randle video, they would not get the joke. Uncle Freezy has a shirt on. Yay! What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, party people? It's good to see y'all, man. Good to be with y'all. Good to rock. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm mad excited to be back. You know what I mean? My goodness, man. What's good? What is good? See my people here this morning. What's good? I see Chris Chang is in the building. Otherwise is in the building. Robert Paul is in the building. What's good? Kanye Kid is in the building. What's good? I see y'all. Y'all in here chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? What's good? So I apologize for being a little bit late. I would blame technology and stuff, but why blame technology when I can just blame Julius Randle? Why blame technology? Why blame my antivirus thing that legit said it was holding me up? You know what I'm saying? Got all kind of things running in the background, got things moving slow. When I could just blame Julius Randle. Why would I actually blame? Why would I go to the root cause of me being late? You know what I'm saying? The antivirus thing running behind the scenes, stalling me out. When I can just blame Julius Randle. Oh, boy. What's good? What's good, everybody? There's enough blame to go around for this playoff ineptitude or ineptness. But why? Why blame those that actually had a part to play in it when I can just blame one guy? Is that what we do, Knicks fans? I love why I said he got kicked out of the strip club last night. But why? It wasn't because you were on your worst behavior in a public place. It was probably because of Julius Randle. Yo, what's good? What's good? Chris Chang says, LOL, Lawrence is on the jumbo screen. That's official. Yeah, that was official. But I can't give credit to Julius Randle, though he was in the building, right? Decius Thomas was good. Was good. Man, I can't go without sharing some of the stuff that happened in Atlanta over the weekend. Man, some great people, man. Great people, man. Lawrence Tears family, y'all are the best, man. Y'all are the best. I mean, listen. I'm overwhelmed by a lot of the stuff that I saw in Atlanta. Makes me like get my energy up to do the live stream twice a day, even more. You know, I mean, no lie, I was outside of whatever they call their parking deck. Excuse me. Whatever the name of the parking deck is, across from State Farm Arena. Yo, did I see Todd Barbie in here? Todd Barbie. I don't know if I officially saw you down there. Is Todd Barbie here? I thought I saw Todd Barbie. And okay. So listen, everybody, and this is so strange. It's strange, right? It's strange, and it's kind of dope at the same time. And y'all should be proud of yourselves, right? So I have been communicating, not very much, but a little bit. I've been communicating a little bit with CP from Knicks Fan TV. You know, like, where y'all gonna be at? Yo, I'm gonna bring my crowd. You bring your crowd. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, what's good? You know, I want to get in there and buy him a drink. But then it dawned on me, everybody's probably gonna try to buy him a drink, right? It didn't dawn on me at the time. It was just me, like, hey, man, this dude does good work. Let me do something for this cat. I don't want to have this cat paying for everything out of his pocket when he get. At least let me do something, right? And a random person, so don't get me when I speak to y'all, don't think I'm speaking like I'm bigger than anybody, but this is just how I talk. So a random person comes up to me and like, yo, you Uncle Freezy. And like everybody turn around and look like, well, who the hell is Uncle Freezy? You the guy that do the Lawrence Tears. And you know, people looking around like, what the hell is Lawrence Tears? You know what I'm saying? And like people start walking up, right? And I'm like, oh snap, this feels awkward, man. I'm just a Knicks fan that do a live stream, bro. I ain't nobody special. This is in my mind. I'm like, I hope this don't get weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like being recognized and celebrity status and all that stuff, that ain't for me, y'all. That's for cats like Hoodie Kev. Hoodie Kev embrace stuff like that now. If they'd have did that, the Hoodie Kev like, yeah, it's me, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, y'all line up and I'll speak to y'all one at a time. I'll sign some stuff. But that's not me. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was weird. They're like, yo, you Uncle Freezy, the dude that do the live stream. Lawrence Tears. People start coming up. And he start going, Lawrence Tears. Blowing tears. And it's like, listen, it's like 4 or 5 people that's chanting Blowing tears. Blowing tears. Blowing tears. And I'm like, what the hell is people in Atlanta are crazy? Is what I'm thinking in the moment, right? But then it dawned on me, like after all that is over and I'm driving home, and this is days later. Now, this is how slow I process things sometimes. I'm on my way home, driving home, and I think like, yo, we got a chant. People were saying, screaming, Blood Orange Tears, Blood Orange Tears. And I was like, and on the way home, on the long ride home, it was like a 4-hour drive or whatever. And it dawned on me that people appreciate the live stream. And I was so caught in the moment by it that I was not smart enough to record it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't smart enough to in the moment realize what was going on. Right? And I should have. Right? But I don't know. See, this is like something instant for me. It's not like just like when State Farm Arena put Blowing Tears on a Jumbotron and said, special shout out to Blowing Tears. And they had our name up there flashing and stuff and all kind of stuff. See, I wasn't smart enough or intuitive enough or in the moment enough to pull out my phone and record it so I could show it to the Blowing Tears family. And I'm talking about y'all. Right? Right? It just didn't dawn on me that we start this thing. Well, we actually started so I started the YouTube channel as it started off as Big Freezy, right? Started off as Big Freezy. And then and all I was doing was posting videos. And then last August or September, I changed it to Uncle Freezy, right? And then so I started doing the live streams, and so I officially changed the name for good to Blowing Tears, right? Right? Changed it to Blowing Tears, right? And people was like, Blowing Tears at the time. Blowing Tears. Hey, and no lie, I would before I started live streaming a lot, I would show up and say Legion of the Knicks podcast thing and do like super chats, and Legion of the Knicks podcast were like, thank you Bio Range Tears for the $5 super chat with your cheap self, Uncle Freezy. And that's all you got is $5. I'm like, so he would be like, thank you, Bio Range Tears. Right? And I would spell it. I'm like, bro, do you know how to read Legion of the Knicks? It's not Bio Range, it's Blorange. Right? And he would say, Blorange is not even a word. Is Bio Range a word? So anyway, the things went from like, no lie, I went from like 28 subs to like 50 subs, and we felt like 50 subscribers, and we felt like, what I'm saying? We felt like we was doing something, what I'm saying? We were in front of 50 people, and the day ones are here. The day ones are here, right? The day ones are still here. They like the fact that what I'm saying, this channel is not about one guy, but about family, right? About Nick's family, right? Because that's what Lawrence Tears is. It's a Knicks family channel. Maybe not catered to family, but this unit that we have is a family. Like the channel is not the Uncle Freezy channel, right? Because there are people that come on, like for instance, you can click on videos and Uncle Freezy will be nowhere in sight. It'll be Free Keith and the Ghetto Intellect, right? And y'all know who it is. Like it's the CP the Artist, it's the Ghetto Intellects, it's the Free Keiths, it's the Cornerstone Cavs, it's the Hoodie Cavs, it's the City for Rails, it's the Rob the Knicks, it's the Hadouken Sharons, the G Moneys, everybody that come on, they contribute to the success of this channel, and it's their channel. It's like home base. Like we go off and do things in other places, but this is home base, right? So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, in front of a parking garage looking for this place called Hudson's Grill, and somebody walks me down and says, "Hey, you Uncle Freezy, Lawrence Tears," and 4 or 5 people start going, "Lawrence Tears, Lawrence Tears, Lawrence Tears, Lawrence Tears." And so I'm like, okay, I feel so awkward, right? I feel so awkward, right? Because I'm not, I used to think that I was a ham and that I like the camera, and I am a ham and I like the camera. But it's mostly like for friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking pictures, I'm jumping in the back, like, you know what I'm saying? That's me. But somebody in Atlanta who I hadn't met, didn't know that person's name, didn't catch that person's name, and the 4 or 5 people that walked up and started chanting Lawrence Tears, I don't know if they knew Lawrence Tears or if they were fans of the channel, or they had got the Hudsons earlier than I did and enjoyed the ice cold beverages, and it got them in a different state of mind. I don't know for sure, but what I will say is that this thing that and New to 25, the Chris Changs, the Delano Steele Juniors, hey man, yeah, Jay Williams, y'all all have a whole bunch of options in Knicks universe. And we didn't always have options, right? It used to be ESPN, TNT, right? And the NBA channel, right? And then it slowly then came Sim Russell, and then Knicks Fan TV, and then all of a sudden an explosion of a gazillion people doing Knicks stuff. Michael Hansen, what's good? Eli M, what's good? Right? And now, for all these, there are so many different spaces that you have all these options and such. And a lot of people enjoy the Knicks chaos that is Lawrence Tears. Yeah, one of the other Knicks content creators told me one time that he can't turn away. It's like watching a puppy getting ran down by a truck. I can't turn away. It's like a puppy getting ran down by a truck. And I'm like, bro, you telling me our joint is like a puppy getting ran down by a truck? Yeah. So I don't know if that was a compliment or what. You know what I'm saying? Another guy mentioned me in the video, said the dude that does the Knicks and the Bible verses on the same channel. He said that he turned it on one night and he couldn't figure out what he was watching. It was watching a Knicks version of Jerry Springer. That was like a Knicks version of Jerry Springer. Is the guy that y'all know who the guy is? The light skinned dude that do the Knicks videos and he do the Bible stuff on the same channel. That I can't call it right now. Respect to him, but he do like sometimes you click on this channel, you don't know if you're gonna hear Moses split the Red Sea or Alfred Payton can't shoot. They do good videos. Y'all know who I'm talking. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I think that's him. Yep. Raw Hebrew. Yeah. I think that's him. Right. And so he was like, I was watching something from him, and he was like, and shout out to Raw Hebrew. So he said, "Yo, it was like watching the Jerry Springer show," and so I was like, "Okay." So I got some Knicks stuff that I want to get to, but I want to tell y'all about how special y'all are to the Knicks universe. And I'm not going to blame Randle for this one. Randle gets blamed for enough stuff, right? I'm not going to blame Randle or give Randle credit for this one. This is y'all have built this into something special. It's so special that Uncle Freezy is on the streets looking for Hudson's Grill, and people are like, "Hey, it's Uncle Freezy," and I'm like, "It's me," I'm kind of caught off guard. I'm looking for this place that I've never been before, looking for a person I've never seen in person before, and somebody stops and says, "Hey, there's the guy that hosts shows, or the creator of shows that reminds people of a puppy getting ran down by a truck." Ain't that something? So, with that said, I just wanted to tell y'all, thank you for the immense growth and giving us the opportunity to come here and kick it with y'all, because y'all have 1,000 other options and y'all chose to build this one into something special, right? All right, so now let's get into the blame game. Eli M, let's get into the blame game, Eli M. Eli M still shouting people out. Hey, salute G.I., Chris Chang, DSJ, Robert Paul, Bodega Wi-Fi, CP the Artist, and Uncle Freezy. What's good? Hey, so the first thing I want to point out to y'all is this. I've been wanting to say this on camera. I want to share this with y'all, but I didn't get the opportunity to. Conversations just didn't allow me to interject. Right? Y'all have no idea how fast these NBA players are in real life. The television does not do these guys justice. You have no idea how fast and explosive these NBA players are. Right? So CP the Artist says, what Freezy spin this like Fox News? What? So y'all have no idea how fast and explosive NBA players are. Right? I watched Obi Toppin at 6'9" run in real life. And y'all listen, Obi Toppin has guard movement. You hear me? Obi Toppin has guard movement, right? Like, oh, if Obi Toppin was 6 foot with his same athleticism, he would still be in the NBA. If Obi Toppin was 5'10", he would still be in the NBA. You hear me? If Obi Toppin was a foot shorter with all his physical gifts, he would still be in the NBA. And I know that sounds crazy. You're like, what? Yes. Some people just are blessed to have athletic ability oozing out of their pores. And Obi Toppin is one, right? Obi Toppin is an elite athlete, everybody. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. People were telling before I saw Obi Toppin live, right? I used to buy into what people used to say, like, oh, he's stiff in the hips. Obi can't defend because of such and such. And listen, y'all. Listen, I'm here to tell you. Some human beings are built different, right? There are us Joe Blows that go about our everyday life, and we might be a little bit more athletic than somebody else, and it looks like a huge difference. Nah, bro, get the most athletic person from your high school and put them on the floor with Obi Toppin, and you'll see the difference. You feel me? Right? I saw a play where Clint Capella, hear me out. Derrick Rose runs the screen and roll, right? Clint Capella and Trae Young come up to bracket the pick and roll. Right? Because Taj sets the screen facing one way. So they get on the outside of that to basically hedging, right? To force Derrick Rose around the outside to give the defense more time to recover, right? Taj Gibson takes off to the basket, right? Clint Capella puts his hand up at D Rose, right? I'm like, oh my God, Taj is gonna be open, right? Derrick Rose looks at Taj Gibson. Clint Capella scrambles back. Now, mind you, Taj Gibson had a head start. Clint Capella ran him down. In that short amount of space. And Derrick Rose doesn't pass the ball to Taj Gibson, right? And the ball comes around. Julius Randle gets they kick it to Randle with like 4 seconds left. Julius Randle forced up a brick. Right? Y'all want to blame Julius Randle for that, right? And so I turned to I was talking with one of Rob the Nick's brothers. Y'all know Rob the Nick comes on the night show, right? Rob the Nick, he's the OG of the channel. Rob the Nick is I made him the principal of Lawrence Tears, because sometimes we get a little loose, and sometimes I got to send people to the principal office, and Rob the Nick is the principal, right? That's just some behind the scenes stuff. Like say for instance, if somebody come on, one of the family come on, and they have a bad night or two, like they won't let anybody talk, or they get on, they wilding out, they looking at their phone, and blah blah blah. I call Rob the Nick. I'm like, hey, Rob the Nick, you need to talk to such and such. He'd be like, about what? I'm like, such and such cutting up. They ain't right. And Rob the Nick will call them and talk to them for 4 hours about getting right. And then the next time they'd be like, man, why you sent me to Rob the Nick? Hey, bro. Hey, you want to go to Rob the Nick again? No, man, I'm good. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Rob the Nick bought a few of his brothers, his brother and some friends. So I was talking to Rob the Nick friend, right? In the suite, man, they had baked macaroni and cheese, y'all. I swear. I could have, listen, I'm a fatty anyway, but that baked macaroni and cheese that they had, bro, I could have ate that and not even watched the game. But anyway, so I turned to Rob to Nick's man. I'm like, dog, did you see that? He like, yo, Capella ran Taj Gibson down. Capella at 6'10", 6'11", whatever he is so far superior, so far athletically superior than Taj Gibson. It don't make sense. Right? Clint Capella is 13 times more athletic than Taj Gibson. Clint Capella is what you call a run jump athlete. Taj Gibson is what you call a banger. Taj Gibson set the screen, took off, put his hand up, ran to the rim. Derrick Rose looked, anticipating Taj, and Clint Capella put his hand up, turned around, ran Taj Gibson down. Taj Gibson, and I love Taj Gibson, right? I love Taj Gibson. I hope Taj Gibson is a Knick forever, but he ain't it. And when I saw that in real life, I was like, you know what? That's not it. You wonder why when the Knicks run the pick and roll, they never pass the ball to the roller? Think about what I'm telling y'all. Think about when the Knicks run the pick and roll. When is the last time you've seen a Knicks big that set the screen, right? A Knicks big that set the screen, catches the pass from the pick and roll handler, the ball handler, takes a dribble and throws it down in traffic. When's the last time you've seen? Think about what I'm asking, and don't make this stuff up. Don't make this up, right? Think about when the last time you saw the Knicks run a pick and roll, the big catch a pass, take one bounce, and throw it down in traffic. Think about that, what I'm just saying to y'all. When's the last time you saw a Knick big that set the screen, roll to the basket, catch a pass, and yam it? When? When's the last time you saw that? Maybe Tyson Chandler? When's the last time you saw a Knicks center and say you start the pick and roll at 30 feet away from the basket, right? Say the big is taught to set a sturdy base 1 foot outside of the 3-point line, right? Right? When they draw it up, his foot is 1 foot outside the 3-point line. Set a sturdy screen, right? Once the screen is set, once there's body contact with the defender, he rolls to the basket, catches a pass, say just inside the free throw line, takes a dribble and yams it in a crowd. When's the last time you seen a Knick big man do that? I'm looking, everybody. Some of y'all are saying, oh, so Alawa says Mitch. I don't remember Mitch doing that. I remember Mitch catching the lob off the pick and roll. Right? The big Mitch still didn't beat his man to the rim, but you could throw it up high where he can go over the top of everybody and catch it. Right? When's the last time you saw that? For instance, I'll give you an example of the pick and roll that I'm talking about. We're playing the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, right? And the Knicks kept bracketing or hedging. I call it, I'm saying bracket in a sense. It's not really bracket. I'm sure they have an official basketball word for it. But I'm trying to say it in a word where you can envision what it is that I'm talking to you about, right? The Knicks defenders bracketed the DeAndre Ayton, right? And in that, doing the bracket, they forced Chris Paul way out high, right? So DeAndre Ayton, I mean, he absolutely hammered D Rose on the screen. Wham! D Rose felt it. He know he did too, and he can't deny it, right? D Rose get hammered, get flattened on the screen by Ayton, right? Ayton reverse pivots, runs to the basket with his hand up. Yo! And Chris Paul taking a different route. Follow me now. He didn't just take the route along the seam in the lane. He goes out wide towards the wing to create an angle in which to pass. As soon as he got the angle, you could see Chris Paul get low to the ground and skip a bounce pass into Ayton. Ayton catches it, right? One bounce, yam it in the crowd. Boom, 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 boom. Right? When's the last time you seen a Knicks center do that? Ismail Rivas was good. David Parker was good. When's the last time you saw a Knicks center do that? Right? The reason why I ask, and the reason why it makes sense to what I'm about to tell you going forward is the Knicks have no threat at center whatsoever. Garbage points don't mean anybody can get garbage points. You in the paint battling, you get an offensive rebound and you get a putback. Anybody can do that. Alec Burks did it in Game 3 last Friday night against the Hawks. We had the conversation. They were like, well, Uncle Freezy, why are you so down on Taj Gibson? And I'm like, I'm not down on Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson, if you watching this, bro, I love you, bro. I don't even know you. You don't know me. But every dog has their day. A 24-year-old Taj Gibson probably will be able to do that. But a 35-year-old Taj Gibson? Nah. A 35-year-old Taj? No. It ain't happening. And so the thing is if you're running the pick and roll and teams don't have to respect the role, right? If the teams don't have to respect the role, that means they can put other defenders in other places. They can put defenders in other places, y'all. That's what I say. What I'm getting at is we listen to dumb and proud Knicks fans who say, oh, it's all Julius Randle's fault. Or they say stuff like, the Knicks need to play harder. Man, listen. The Knicks are playing as hard as they can with the limited amount of talent that they have. These dudes play hard. You think Tom Thibodeau is going to put dudes out there that don't play hard? Are y'all crazy? Are y'all crazy right now? Saying that the Knicks need to play harder? How much harder this team plays harder than any other team in the NBA? I'm confident saying that. Say for instance, if we had a team, if this team that we had had the talent, say, of say anybody, say Minnesota, if this team had the talent of the Timberwolves with all those guys that they have that were drafted number 1, man, this team would have won 45 games. If we had the talent of the Indiana Pacers, this team would have won 50 games. Knicks fans just say they're most, not y'all. I'm not talking about y'all now. Don't get it twisted. I'm protecting y'all, right? I'm protecting y'all right now from people that say the most random stuff you ever heard in your life. They say stuff like, we need to play harder. Man, really? We have the hardest playing team in the league. If there was a ratio of talent versus grit, I think we're number 1. Because we have talent, right? But we don't have Milwaukee Bucks talent, right? We don't have Brooklyn Nets talent. The Brooklyn Nets, listen, I'm comfortable saying this, right? In a 72-game season, I'm comfortable saying if this team had the talent of the Brooklyn Nets, we would win at least 55, 56, 57 games. Y'all feel me? The atmosphere that's been created by Tibbs and Leon Rose and the coaching staff is you're going to play hard or you're going to sit. And if you don't believe me, ask Kevin Knox. If you don't play hard, you are going to sit. You have to give it your all every game, right? So I said all of that to say this. We have no offensive threat at center, period. I saw Derrick Rose, and no lie, and CP the artist can attest. We were sitting at the bar at Hudson's Grill, side by side. I was smashing some fried pickles, man. I love fried pickles, y'all. I can't help it. I was smashing some fried pickles, and CP the artist and myself were watching the screen right over the bartender head. So we had a bartender named AJ, man. AJ was a jerk. He was a Hawks fan, right? So I'm like, AJ, get your rump out the way. We watching the game. He's like, what game? Y'all playing the Hawks. You know, all kind of, blah, blah, blah. And so Derrick Rose runs the pick and roll. Nerlens Noel sets the softest screen you ever seen in your life. The defender didn't even feel it, right? But he sprints to the basket wide open, super fast, super quick, right? And Derrick Rose looks at him and reverse dribbles the ball back between his legs, backing up. And I'm like, CP the artist. And see, when CP the artist come on, you can ask him. I'm like, CP the artist, Nerlens Noel was wide open. Why did he pass the ball to Noel? And CP the artist looked at me. He put his drink down. He was like, hey, Nerlens Noel can't catch. He don't trust him. And I'm like, oh my. So that's why Clint Capella didn't even come up top for the screen. Clint Capella didn't even have to defend that. He was down. He was down hedging towards Julius Randle the whole time because he don't have to respect Nerlens Noel going to the rim. Nerlens Noel set the softest screen you ever saw in your life. He was wide open going to the basket. And Derrick Rose didn't even look to pass it to him. And I was like, CP, why? Nerlens Noel was wide open. He was like, Nerlens Noel can't catch. He don't trust him. And so I'm like, oh my God. So now we run the same sets most teams run in the NBA, right? But we don't have the personnel to run it, right? But Knicks fans are going to be like, it's all Julius Randle's fault. Let that sit with you for a second. The Knicks ran the same offense that the Atlanta Hawks ran But you can't run it effectively because we don't have the personnel. But it's all Julius Randle's fault. Derrick Rose and Nerlens Noel ran a pick and roll. Nerlens Noel was wide open going to the basket. Now think about what I said about Clint Capella and Taj Gibson, and then think about what I'm telling you about Clint Capella and Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel was wide open going to the basket, and Derrick Rose didn't even look over there. He just backed it out. And part of that had to do with the Hawks knowing that, leaving Noel wide open and hedging and bracketing. Remember what I said about the Phoenix Suns, about how the Knicks bracketed the pick and roll to force Chris Paul out wide? They did the same thing to the Knicks, did the same thing to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, seeing the wall set up, backs it out, doesn't even look at Noel because Noel can't catch a basketball. So the easy thing is for the dumb and proud Knicks fan that don't know anything, that don't know any better, that probably don't go to live games, probably get all their information off of Twitter or some type of meme, right? Or Instagram. They don't watch the game. They'll say that it's all Julius Randle's fault. They'll say that Derrick Rose don't have help. We need to sign Derrick Rose for 3 more years, is what they're going to say. Cornerstone Kev is in the building. What's good? So what dumb and proud Knicks fans will say is that it's all Julius Randle's fault. Right? Right? So I was up in the suite, right? And this is just another example of what we deal with. So we're looking down at the game. And Gallinari has got his hand around Julius Randle's waist. And Julius Randle keeps trying to knock him off. Get off me, chump. Right? Clint Capella is halfway between the rim and Julius Randle. Like looking at Randle, everybody's pointing at Randle, right? Reggie Bullock catches a pass, right? RJ Barrett cuts baseline and is screaming to the top. He's like, "Ay!" RJ Barrett beat his man back door. Reggie Bullock forces a post pass to Julius Randle, 26 feet away from the basket. That's right. You heard me. You heard me say post pass and 26 feet away from the basket. RJ Barrett cut back door and was doing his hand like this. And Reggie Bullock had his back turned to the basket, trying to force the ball to Julius Randle. Will RJ Barrett have finished at the rim? I don't know. Maybe not. But he had Clint Capella beat. All he had to do was finish on his defender, who at the time I think might have been Trae Young or somebody. Right? But Reggie Bullock was not looking to make a play. He was looking to get the ball out of his hands to Julius Randle. And should we blame Julius Randle for that? But we can blame Julius Randle for the offensive ineptitude. Reggie Bullock, an NBA player, the defense, Gallinari had his hand around Randle's wrist, and Randle was trying to fight him off and had his hand up. Clint Capella was shading that way, anticipating Randle to catch it. Right? RJ Barrett, who was on the opposite side, being checked by Trae Young. Trae Young is looking at Randle. Barrett cuts back door. Reggie Bullock doesn't even see him and forces a 26-foot post pass to Julius Randle with about 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Julius Randle goes to the rim, does a spin move. It goes off back iron. The Hawks go down. The Hawks get the rebound, come down. Bogdanovich hits a wing three. Should we blame Julius Randle? I mean, come on, party people. I mean, y'all, as Knicks fans, for the ones that are in this chat constantly, y'all are too smart for that. Y'all are like legit giving us the grill, like the third degree, in the chat some days when we say some things that may be wrong, and we deserve it because mistakes require corrective action, right? Mistakes require corrective action. So if we do something wrong, y'all be like, nah, Uncle Freeze, that ain't right. Nah, such and such and such. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I agree. And then somebody explain, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I get it now. Or you say something, and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't think about it that way. That's my fault. Right? Right? But Reggie Bullock forced a 26-foot post pass to Julius Randle with 9 seconds left on the shot clock when right behind him, RJ Barrett cut behind Trae Young and was throwing his hand up. Will RJ Barrett have finished that layup? I'm not confident with RJ Barrett finishing layups at the basket. Right? But at least it would have been a better shot than Julius Randle taking a 25-foot contested 25-footer with three people, with one person on him and two other people spying him. Right? But we can blame Julius Randle for everything. Should we blame Julius Randle for not having playmakers on the floor, people that can dribble, pass, and shoot? Should we blame Julius Randle for that? Should we blame Julius Randle for that? Should we blame Julius Randle for quickly not knocking down open three-pointers? He's a three-point shooter, right? Tom Thibodeau said he's one of the best shooters he's seen. In the playoffs, quickly not doing his thing was good. Should we blame Julius Randle? Should we blame Julius Randle for RJ Barrett's ineptness? I just need some help. Somebody help me. Should we blame Julius Randle for Alec Burks' streakiness? We should blame Julius Randle. Blame Julius Randle. A-Train says everyone should get blamed. Nah, bro. The argument that's going around in Knicks universe is the star of the team gets all or most of the blame. Yeah, because understanding the game, Randle should bark on Bullock when he make plays like that. But that's after the fact, bro. That's after the fact. That's after the fact. What about in real time? In real time, what are we doing? RJ Barrett cut back door was wide open. Will RJ Barrett make that layup? I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm not confident he would. And y'all know I love RJ Barrett. Y'all know I'm the biggest RJ Barrett fan in Knicks universe. And nobody in Knicks universe can say they are day one. I am day one. I'm the person that told Sim Russell on his own show before RJ Barrett was a senior in high school that the Knicks should trade Joakim Noah and tank for RJ Barrett. I said that on Sim Russell's show. I said that. And I got laughed at. And here we are in 2021. The dudes that laughed at me are wearing RJ Barrett jerseys. Preston Simmons says, I guess we're only the Big 15 when we're winning. I'm going to say this, and it may rub some people the wrong way. And I don't want to, y'all know me, man. I don't get into creating beefs and all that stuff, man. I just love the Knicks. Right? But the Big 15 thing, I think we got caught up in the moment. I love and understand the team concept, right? But if we're a Big 15, then we have to be a Big 15 all the time. We can't be a Big 15 some of the time and a Big 1 and 14 other times. Y'all feel me? Bam. What's good, fam?
Bim. Y'all
Bim.
good?
Bim.
Y'all got the Hug Fest out. Blondes, tis now. The network is gonna get respect because the network's been popping, and you as our faithful leader, you turn this thing on. So the network deserves the respect. Feel good, got the warm hug. Because let me tell you, Kat, something. Okay. When we send you out of town with the Toolies and the pack, you're supposed to deliver that work. You ain't supposed to just say, yeah, we took the trip, we hugged, we met each other, we cheered, blondes.
What's going on, fellas? How you feeling? Hey, you was displaying some pain.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah.
You ain't got to finish. You ain't got to finish nothing. You know, I'm coming after you. North Bricks in the house. I'm coming after you, G.I. No, I'm just messing with you.
Let me give out this work.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I got to start back at the top. When I send you cats out of town, or when we decide to make moves out of town, we got the Toolies and the packs. Don't just tell me you got down there and y'all hugged, CC. It was so good seeing everybody and AD salute.
Hey, man.
It was so warm and nostalgic. I just want to tell you cats one thing and one thing only. I love our relationship, Paul, but I love our relationship if it's going to be based and breaded in winning. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of losers. That ain't. So don't tell me y'all took trips and y'all hugged and shit. We got our ass kicked and y'all wasn't instrumental. Y'all ain't go down to that locker room. Y'all ain't flipped no tables. Yeah, oh, they were nice people. Yeah, they were nice because they kicked your ass. They had to, excuse my French, they had no choice but to be. Yeah, that was cute. Y'all came down here, spent y'all money. Now y'all go run along now. Next time y'all go down there and we lose, y'all flip tables. Y'all let them know this the Oakley days. We this ain't no soft kind gentleman shit. They were so nice.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Freeze, I got a question to ask you. When did Bogdanovic turn into Peja Stojakovic?
That is an interesting question, my friend.
When did Gallinari turn into? Oh, I can't even give a name for him, man. I can't even give a name for him. I mean, we're letting these guys be. We're playing like chumps. Let's call it what it is. We're playing like chumps. That's what we're doing. We're playing like chumps. And I go from Tibbs all the way down to the last person on the bench. We're playing like chumps. Because if you would have told me that before this series began that our players, notice I'm not singling anyone out. Our players if you would have told me that our players are going to have bad shooting nights and not rise up to the occasion, what's up, CP? To a defensive level, if you would have told me that, I would have said you bugging. And look where we are. We're a game away from going to Cancun.
Dress warm. Good morning.
Yeah.
Dress warm. Good morning.
Good morning. You sure are.
Dress warm.
What?
I'm here for the smoke.
Hey,
Yes.
so
Let's
get it.
go.
let me say this to CP
Get it.
the artist. CP the artist.
Go ahead.
What
Guan?
guanan?
What a guan?
What guan goots?
I'm gonna tell you what a guan. Freezy, thank you for coming to ATL. I'm glad you made it home safe. You and your beautiful mother. I hope you guys enjoyed a good time in the A.
She spent bread, bro. She spent bread, bro.
I didn't know he brought mom.
Now, hey, and so the reason, I'm sorry, CP. I know you're gonna get to something real quick. I'm gonna just say this real quick. So the reason why I bought Mom Dukes, man, is because we've been having a rough time dealing with the passing of my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So when it comes to trips like that, nah, man, it's been about like a year and some change. Man,
Oh, years. Okay, but still, you know.
And so we just having like some, because we had been through a lot. So with any opportunity I get to kind of like get her out of that environment, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, man, it's rough. It's rough. But anyway, that's what I took her down. She had a good time spending money, going to all these places. Did you know Atlanta has one of the biggest malls in the world?
Which one?
Some mall of some great mall of George. I don't know.
Where, in Atlanta, or are you talking about
I don't know.
talking about Lenox Mall?
No, not that one. That one. That mall is very neighborhoodish is the word I'll say.
Neighborhoodish.
Yeah. Literally, because people be getting tossed and shot in there, lately.
Yeah.
Atlanta is different since the last year, man. It's
Free Keith.
All right, let me get my word in before Free Keith goes on, because I know I ain't gonna get
Hey, give us the word. Give us the word.
Good. I'm glad you know. You know what it is. You see me. You know what it is. You know what time it is when you see me. You know what it is. Don't act new, CP. Don't act new. You know. Thank you for giving me my respect. Thank you for giving me my respect. That's right. Take a breath. Y'all could all take a breath now. The God's in the building.
All right. Yeah. Before you go off, let me go off.
We ain't lost yet.
Yeah, go off. Y'all have a lot of energy from the. Yeah. You guys have a lot of energy from this weekend, because I sure ain't hear y'all make no noise down there.
Yeah.
Who ain't make no noise? Wait, what? What happened? Oh, I wasn't in Atlanta. Lucky I wasn't in Atlanta.
Yeah, thank God, because we
thank God.
Hey,
thank God. Probably would have been
shot. Did I make noise in Atlanta? Can somebody just
too much noise? Freezy nearly got the boy killed. So
I feel like I was listening for y'all, but I wasn't hearing y'all I wasn't hearing y'all though, yo. I wasn't hearing y'all.
Listen. Me and Freezy were in the Hudson Grill. I came there fashionably late, like I said I was going to do. I see him at the bar, right? All the Knicks fans had cleared out and went to the game. I get there, give him a hug, dap them up, whatever. We're getting ready for the game. This is Uncle Freezy. Atlanta Hawks sucks! Right?
Freeze, did you know where you're at, man?
Everything stopped. Freeze. The traffic stopped. Everything stopped. Right?
Freezy, that dude. Freezy, that dude in your crew that causes a chill night to get everybody fucked up.
Yes. I can't help it, man. So then I'm looking around. Everything stopped. AJ, who was our bartender, right? This is the guy that's supposed to be serving you. He wanted to smoke with Freezy. And he was this big bearded, young muscular dude, whatever, and he was like, "Hey, yo, man, what, like," and I'm like, "Yo," I said to Freezy, like, "Yo, Freezy, chill, nah, bro. Like, do you know this is gun country? Okay, nobody got checked for guns up in here. Okay, things be getting live up in here, man." Freezy just did not understand this, right? You know what I'm saying? And look, I just met him for 5 minutes.
Kamikaze Freezy, baby. That's what we talking about.
I couldn't wait to
get out of that. If you gonna be Froggy, you got leap. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm liking the stories I'm hearing. Now I'm liking the stories I'm hearing.
Yo, G.I., let me tell you, man.
And where was Hoodie Cav? Where was Hoodie Cav?
He got there late. He got there. He got like the fourth quarter. He got there like at the end
he had to
of
pick
the
up his.
quarter.
He had to pick up his salad from Wendy's.
Yo,
love you,
guys, man. They got
I love you, Hoodie.
I'm sorry.
Love you, Hoodie. That was just one for the road.
Look, man. I was like, Freezy, what are you doing, man? I'm just having fun. Ain't gonna happen. I was like, yo, we are outnumbered, and this is a open carry state.
Yeah, man.
From how he conducts himself here, I know that he's that kind of dude, bro. You should have known that already.
Wait. It gets worse, right? It gets worse. He drunk a pitcher of beer like it was water, bro. Like it was water. Don't even get to like when we hung out on Saturday night. On Saturday night, me and Uncle Fulio, we were chilling there for 15 minutes waiting on everybody. We were on our first beer. Freezy comes in. Uncle Fulio! Look, it's Uncle Fulio! The whole restaurant was like, who is this dude? Uncle Fulio, right? Freezy gets down at the bar. He orders a drink. I'm still sipping on mine. Fulio is still sipping on his. We look, dude got an empty glass. I was like, God dang, this dude drinks like water, man. He drinks like Thor. Like Thor, remember Thor when he had them chugging out beers?
Yes.
That's how Freezy drinks. He drinks like Thor.
Wow. Just wow.
I'm with Uncle Freezy.
Where's the lie?
I knew it. See, Freeze, they held you back. It was the other cats. I knew it wasn't you, Uncle Freeze.
Bro.
I thought Freezy be wild for the night.
Yes. Bro, and so this is how I live, bro. Like when I be telling y'all to get y'all energy up, y'all think I'll be playing.
I feel the vibe. I feel the vibes.
So I'm gonna adjust the super chat real quick. So thank you for the super chat. This season was sparked. We need to be active this off season to really catch fire. Okay. Oh, that's one.
I feel y'all. I feel y'all. Like, can I just interject something before we walk down the path that we're about to walk down intellectually?
Right.
Okay. All hype aside, intellectually, once we start talking about this off-season stuff, we have all mentally accepted that the season that is still currently on is a wash.
Right.
Yes.
That is what we're psychologically doing. That's what we're psychologically doing when we start to indulge in like, you know what I'm saying? Like the off-season banter. So with that, I can't stop nobody from having the conversations they're going to have or this, that, and the other. Right. But just understand what you're doing psychologically and mentally. But go ahead.
Hold on. Let me jump in for a quick second. It's only a couple of ways we can go from here. And
one of two ways.
I want to kick it off by saying, Freezy, I saw your deranged rant last night. I was a little worried for you. Okay.
Come on, AD.
I was a little worried for you. It was so bad I had to cut it off.
Yes.
And then you followed up this morning with this. You wanna remove Randle from any blame. And my brother, when I first heard this quote, it stayed with me. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Wears the crown. Thank you.
I'm a Randle supporter. Like, no, there is plenty of blame for him. Like,
yes,
but yes, there's more blame to go around to everybody else.
Though,
Yes.
Where there is blame, though, there is also understanding.
Yes.
Right.
And it's understanding from the same, like, I'm going to use what Randle even said about his first year here. And like, he did not realize what that leadership was about as he was leading his first NBA team. Cool. He started to figure that out this season. Now he's thrust into not only his first playoff run, but his first playoff run leading a team that's expected to beat the team that they're playing. Like, yo, like his shot is seeing the effects of that pressure. I'm not mad at none of that. I want to win. I hate losing, but like, I'm not gonna not blame him. He's missing the shots.
And it's not just him; it's his supporting cast too.
Well,
Listen.
in my opinion, it looked like only Rose, Taj, and Obi really kind of is ready for the moment.
Exactly. I'll go with that.
Listen. I said this, and there's statistical evidence to prove it. Now, Free Keith, you make a great point because it is his first playoffs. I will give him a pass and not be hard on him as much as. No. Listen. I see your sentiment. So we'll give this we'll chop this up as a learning experience. But I will say that when it comes to when Knicks fans said he's our MVP or he should be in the MVP caliber discussion, MVPs get a bulk of the blame. We did to Patrick Ewing, we did to Melo. It's only fair that he carries this mantle like Thor or Black Panther. It's a mantle that you carry when you have that jersey on. So it's not 100% of the blame on him.
But you the leader.
I believe though, but statistically, right? When it comes to the offense, he is the leading distributor.
Yeah.
The best point guard that we have. He's a point forward. Right. So he, for the first unit, when Alfred was there, he was the source of 100% of the offense. It went through him.
Yes.
In these playoffs, right? Do you know that he's shooting better from 3-point land than he is from 2-point field goals? 2-point field goals, I got the stats right here. He's shooting 24%. He's missing chippies at the rim. For threes, he's shooting 33%. We know that he's struggling.
Are you seeing how he's missing though?
Yes, I am. Turnovers. Wait, let me finish. My point. I'll let you rock. He's averaging 4 turnovers per game. Basketball Breakdown, who breaks down every single body in the league on offense and defense, has a breakdown that they posted yesterday, and I watched the whole thing. Defensively, he is not even playing defense.
Horrible.
It's always pick up your man, pick up the other guy's man, whatever they do switching. He does poor switching.
Yeah.
And he's not helping out on defensive enough rebounds. He's letting guys outbody him. Gallinari, whatever, and whomever. He's a liability also on defense. But one more thing, and I'll let you rock. His leadership is dwindling. His confidence is dwindling, and as a team member, they are feeding off of that. So when 100%. He doesn't care, they don't care.
100%. Yes.
I don't think it's a don't care situation, but I do agree with you on the dwindling confidence. I don't think it's a don't care situation, but I definitely feel you on the
light's too bright.
Confidence.
Are the lights too bright?
Okay.
It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope because you know how. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Then.
So let me. I'm gonna just throw this in and get out the way, right? So 100%. There is a sharing of the leadership mantle between Derrick Rose and Julius Randle. and you could see people either in that leadership because at the game during timeouts, you could see some going to D Rose and some going to Julius Randle.
Really?
Yeah,
You can't have that separation.
Not they call it so, but not in a sense where it's a house divided.
Okay,
but it's going from there was just one good player on the team that's a young veteran to now the guys have confidence enough in basically Derrick Rose has been there long enough for people to trust him now is what I'm saying.
Correct.
Right. Now remember before it was Taj Gibson. Remember Taj Gibson was the voice. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. Y'all know Jay Boogie can talk, right? Anybody in here?
Oh. I got Jay Boogie stories too.
He got the best lyrics.
Yeah,
he got the best
Jay
lyrics
Boogie
on the block.
too, man.
Yeah, right. And so I'm eating like these chicken tip, man. At the State Farm Arena did a thing. That sweet was, man. Listen, to get people. So when we tell people the price of the thing was going to be $250, right? People was like $250. Y'all must be crazy. And then I was talking to people downstairs. They paid like $180 for their ticket. They had to pay for parking. By the time they paid for concessions and all that stuff, they paid more than we paid, and we were in a suite, basically. But anyway, I'm in there. I'm like, Jay Boogie, man, this food is banging, bro. And he's like, yeah, it's free. I was like, yeah, we in a suite, bro. But he was like, look. And he pointed at Elfrid Payton back behind. So the Knicks had these orange and white Gatorade trunks or whatever on wheels, right? I guess they like the bottle drinks and stuff in it. Elfrid Payton was behind that and leaning on him during the timeout, right? Mm-hmm. Taj Gibson walks out of the huddle. Jay Boogie grabbed me. Yo, you know what I told you about Elf? Remember me and Golden Stone Cav? Me and Golden Stone, me and Golden Stone Cav went to the game, and Elfrid Payton was. And Jay Boogie was like, I was like, Jay, you know what I'm saying? This personal space thing is real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your lips are like right here, Jay Boogie. I'm like, yeah, you know, Jay Boogie, I love you, bro. But this personal space thing is being violated. This is almost war crime level where you at with this personal space. You're sick. So Jay Boogie yelling at me because of Elfrid Payton. He's like, Uncle Freezy, I'm about to go get him. And I'm like, Jay Boogie, don't go get him. I'm gonna go get him. Don't go get him, Jay Boogie. I got Jay Boogie. I got Jay. Let me get. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish this real quick. So Taj sees this, right? Taj Gibson walks over while Jay Boogie is yelling at me. I'm like, Jay Boogie, look, Taj going over there to get him. Taj Gibson goes over there, and we don't know what he said, but the body language is like he cussed Elfrid Payton out like a dog, right? He cussed him, and that's what it looked like. Needed to be done. He pointing, doing all, and the camera cut to it a little bit, and then cut right back away real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because in the arena, you know how they had the jumbotron up during the timeout, showing the game and blah blah blah. And Elfrid Payton like put his head down, and he walked over there, and he started jumping up and down in the huddle, like doing jumping jacks and stuff, trying to pretend like he was part of it. But bro, I'm telling you, anybody supporting Elfrid Payton right now, I'm here to tell you, we saw it with our own eyes, y'all. This dude is mentally checked out. Right? On the season, not this game, the season.
This has been said, though. This ain't nothing new. Like, yo, you just got the physical evidence, but some of us been saying it now for like a couple weeks. Like, yo, like let the man sit out, man. Like sit the man out. Y'all won. He's broken. He's broke. Y'all won.
Cut him. Just cut him. Let it go. Cut him. Send a message to the whole entire team today.
Well, AD, it's not gonna matter now because once the season's ended, wait a minute. Once the season's end, he's done anyway.
No, but I would cut him. I would cut him today just to jolt the team. Something needs just to jolt the team. I would cut him today.
Well, if being down 3-1 can't jolt you. If being down 3-1 can't jolt you, cutting him ain't gonna.
Yeah, what's that gonna do? Like, and understand though, like there's a thing. Continuity is a thing, and it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Elfrid being the best point guard ever, or this, that, and the other. Like, what we have just done is mess with the chemistry of the team. And that is a for real thing. Cats knew when they were getting off the bench. Cats knew who they was going against. Cats knew when they was going, you messing up little things about the rotation, and Cats is off, bro. Like, this is the wrong time to have done what the hell they're doing now. Like, it's dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with it because I was one here that was saying, let him stay in his role and the minutes and so forth. But Tibbs already severed that when he brought in Rose. You understand? And with severing that, I'm sure Tibbs didn't just be like, "Yo, Rose is in." And that's it. I'm sure he talked to him. I'm sure he gave him a little, this is why I'm doing it kind of thing.
It was health concerns. You heard Rose spoke about that. He ranted about that. Like, it's health. Like, he felt like Cats was holding him back because of what they thought about his health concerns, not believing in him like he believed in himself, like he knew he was healthy. Like that, he spoke on that. That's why he didn't have I'm talking about the man Elf is in for like the first for 5 minutes. Dude is complaining. People are accustomed to who they're accustomed to. Like, let Cats get in a rhythm. You messing up the rhythm already, and it's not about Elf. You're taking something out. You're taking something out of the dance, man.
What other team? I just want to ask, what other team that's on track to do something positive in the playoffs has to move their whole roster around in order to be successful? At some point,
it was just the dumbest thing ever to even want.
I myself, I haven't been caught up. I haven't overanalyzed this because I really have moved on to really thinking about what this team is going to look like next year. But I don't want to. I don't think it's fair to take away from what Cats want to talk about. But what I see Cats doing from a bird's eye view is just getting too deep into this team, into the situation when there's a chance that 90% of this team don't look like this next year. I mean, there's a real chance.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Absolutely.
And it shouldn't. Look,
Absolutely.
I posted up
90%. 90%. I think that's a fail if it's 90% of the team don't look the same. I think personally that's a fail.
Well,
because
really? Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
90. So only 10% of this team should stay together. That's what y'all saying.
Well, you got RJ.
That's what 90% means. Only 10% of this current team. Yo, chemistry is part of the equation. Yo, you want to keep some parts together. Like
I agree, but you don't know what's going to be offered.
Yeah, you don't know which ones. Yeah, you just.
But that's different than 90%. That's different than 90. 90% is like one, like
one and a half. It's one and a half players.
Yeah,
okay, so let's. All right, so let's call
RJ and Randle. Everybody else is gone.
Obi quickly. The two of them
that's over 90% already.
Okay, and then you got.
Come on, man, y'all bugging out.
No, I was just naming the players. CP.
No. I'm talking about Brad. I'm talking about Brad. I want to hear what Brad said because I know he's bad at math, so I didn't. No, he didn't mean 90%. He probably meant
literally.
He probably meant 65.
I fully expect to see half these Cats here on this squad next year.
Yeah. Why? To get the same
fully
results?
Expected.
I don't want to get the same results.
It's not the same results. It's who you add. There is a building chemistry, and what you do with that is that you don't break up that chemistry. You subtract what you might need to subtract, but you add to it. Facts. Y'all bugging out. This iteration of this team ain't even have a full off season together. And look at what they doing. Look at how Tibbs got them.
Yeah, you just can't just
imagine after a full off season, man.
Right.
Yeah. You just can't totally erode the whole, the whole team. No. I mean, yes, there's some key pieces that has to be made, but it's about management. The next conversation is, do we have the faith in management making the correct pieces to bring in here to go that next step?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To go that's a whole other conversation.
And that's a good one. That's a solid conversation. Me personally, I feel like Leon has built up a certain equity with me. So I'm in the camp of these picks. we got a treasure trove of assets.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm fully in the camp of like seeing some stuff happen. I don't want no good picks.
Right.
We shouldn't even be in that arena for us getting
You mean you don't want us earning good picks no more. You don't want us earning good picks no more.
I don't want so like get with the assumption that all of these next couple of years picks is going to be bad. Let's go ahead and off them joints.
Okay, here's the problem with that equity thing you just mentioned a while ago. Okay? This summer is a big summer.
Cool.
I want all my chips in this summer. I don't want you to come back and tell me that we're going to wait to the trading deadline and then there's more moves to come in the trading deadline. That's the danger. That's the danger right there. You need to attack it hard this summer.
And Free Keith, you said
I feel like you can attack hard, but like again, you got to look at what the summer gives you though. Like next summer is the bigger free agent summer. Like this one, you kind of have to like, are we gonna pry somebody out? Like that's really what we have to do this summer. It's coerce something out, convince the team. Like so, like. I don't know. I feel like these next 2 off seasons are the biggest off seasons of my whole.
I gotta bully my way in because I have to take a call. When I say 90%, guys, we have infinite cap space, draft picks, and there's a lot of disgruntled going on around the league. There's a lot going on. We just don't know what will happen. That's all I'm saying. So based upon why I'm saying that there's a chance is because we have so much assets. Anything could happen. That's all I'm saying.
And Free Keith, listen, the Knicks won 41 games with new players that contributed. Alec Burke, Nuance Noel, I'm trying to figure out the other free agents that we got.
Please stop calling him New Orleans, bro. Stop calling him New Orleans.
Just say Noel.
Noel, whatever. We had gotten free agents this year that contributed, and with no OTAs, no real training camp. Next year,
we'll have all that.
We have all that, so we can add more players to develop that chemistry.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh no, I thought you said don't mess up the chemistry. Earlier. I'm sorry. I thought you said don't mess up the chemistry.
Yeah, that's like to me, I feel like that's the invisible player on our team right now is the chemistry, and it's a delicate balance because like you kind of. Man, like these dudes, this is the results of not even a proper offseason. Imagine an offseason with as many of these guys as possible with an addition of just only like some a big addition or something like that. Like, but these guys are like
some of these guys are who they are. Noel. Okay, let's look at Noel for a second. Since Noel has been in college, he's been at the same weight. Okay. So you can't look at him and say, well, an off-season program, more strength and conditioning, he's going to come back.
No, that's not the chemistry part I'm talking about. That's your personal plan. I'm talking about team chemistry, bro. Team chemistry.
I feel you.
And for what he does right now, I envision Mitch with him. I envision Mitch with him, and I envision 48 minutes of elite rim protection. That's what I envision.
Yeah, but how much is
they're not shooting the threes. They're not shooting the threes like I want them to shoot, but they're giving me the prime thing I need from their position.
But how much are you?
They're giving me that at an elite level. So like now I got 48 minutes on the 5. I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that I look at. And now they play, like the more these guys play together, the more they know each other. The more they know each other, the more the ball gets into the places where the right guy needs to take it to shoot. Like the chemistry is a real thing, brother. It's a real thing.
No, I'm not
And
killing you.
I don't see somebody like Burks getting worse. I don't see Burks getting worse.
Yeah, but some of these guys, the skill sets that they have now currently is just not good enough.
Thank you. It's not. And it's showing in the
On
playoffs.
their own, none of these guys they're not the stars you want. That's why I say you add to this. A team is 15 guys, bro. It's not 15 all-stars. These guys are good for the positions that they're in, and you trade or you add for somebody, that big joint that you need. That's it. I'm saying, like, for the roles that we need filled, these guys are filling them roles.
Right.
Today,
3-1 though.
Today they're filling roles.
Because our main guy is missing shots. That's why we're down. We're not down because we were dependent on Burks to take us through. We're not down because we were dependent on Bullock. Them dudes are doing what they're here to do.
How?
CP.
Like Burke. Alex Burke hasn't made a shot in God knows how long. Since game one, he's
a role player on the road. Like, we expect that. These are the rules for role players on the road. They play worse than at home. We know that. He's not the main guy in most of these games. Our main guy is going 2 for 14. Our main guy is going 2 for 14.
How much are you going to pay them?
Hey, Kev,
I don't know. That's for Leon to figure out.
Hey, Kev, let me
because if it's too much,
Of course, if it's too much, they can't rock. But that's for Leon to figure out. I'm talking about from a team perspective. I don't mind them being here.
Burks is gonna want the bag. He's gonna want the bag. After
then if he gets the bag from somebody, Merry Christmas. I'm just saying that as talents, as where they fit into the team, I don't see them as being bad role players for those roles.
I agree with Free Keith. I agree with Free Keith from the aspect that if we're not, if nothing's gonna, no superheroes gonna come through that door to keep this team intact. I'm just not shot. I'm just not convinced that a superhero is not coming through that door for some reason. And I stopped feeling like this, and I'm kind of shutting up. But it's just too many moving pieces in other places. That
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So here's the thing. For a losing franchise, you can't continue to turn your roster over year after year after year after year.
You can't be mediocre too, though, Freezy. You can't stay in mediocrity.
But listen though. What I'm saying, my point is, before CP the artist so eloquently cut me off. What I'm saying is you can keep the same guys, bring in new guys in different roles, and push the guys that are here in different roles. Like Reggie Bullock is a starter this year. That doesn't mean he can't come off the bench next year.
Exactly.
That's what I'm getting at. And so Nerlens Noel started most of the season this year. Next year, it doesn't mean that he can't come off the bench, right? And then
what'd you say?
And he was already fine coming off the bench. He was already fine coming off the bench.
Noel, right? You talking about Noel?
He was already fine coming off the bench when Mitch was here.
So I said Nerlens Noel, so you must have got him confused with New Orleans Noel.
New Orleans, yeah.
So what I'm saying is say for instance, the Knicks address their biggest need, and we all disagree on what the biggest need is, because Cornerstone Kev may think we need a small forward as our biggest need, right? That's what Ghetto Intellect, I think, wants a small forward, right? I think some of you guys feel like we need an elite level point guard, right?
That's me.
Right?
I'm small forward.
And so I believe we need Karl Anthony Towns or somebody like that. Miles Turner. Something like that, right?
Miles Turner hates me, yo. Karl Anthony Towns. Can we keep that dude as far away from the Knicks as possible, man?
But Freaky, what I'm saying is reasonable minds can disagree on the team need is what I'm getting at, right? What I'm telling you is Taj Gibson is not the answer, especially next year at 36. Taj Gibson is not the answer, right? Mitchell Robinson is a piece of the puzzle, but we hadn't seen Mitch play. Mitch is injury prone.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Nerlens Noel is clearly not the answer long term because he is also injury prone, but he is saddled with nagging injuries, which is almost as bad as major injuries because he's not dependable. Not because he's a bad guy, but he's always banged up.
But he's been pretty dependable.
Yeah, but he's a small. Hey, hold on a second, Freezy. Hold on. We've got some pieces, right? That if you bring in an ideal piece, all of a sudden you got duplicates. Okay? So let's say we bring in I'm not naming a shooting guard. I'm saying we bring in a shooting guard. Okay? That means that means Bullock goes to the bench. So now you have now who you want to bring back? Burks or Bullock?
Thank you.
Duplicate. You can't bring them both back.
You can't bring them back.
Fine. This is my point is as much as possible. Like, yo, if I'm taking Burks, honestly, I could see it. I could make an argument for either one of them being the one.
Yeah,
of the two picks. But like, I'd like to keep one of them. I'd like to keep one of them.
Make an argument for both.
Look. We could play Nick GM forever, but we can't because we are just fans. This is on Leon Rose, and I said it in a tweet on Sunday. This is Leon Rose times, and I take back my apology for what I said at the trade deadline. And the article had said it in the post yesterday that Thibs wanted upgrades to this roster, and and according to sources, he did not get that from the front office. And they said, "Hey, we're just gonna stand pack." So maybe they have like a bigger plan in the off season. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't want to keep on playing, GM because we don't have any power.
September,
we can only wish. We can only wish.
When is the free agency? September.
Just wait and see is what I say. Just wait and see.
So the thing is I think so, G. I think it's going to be 2 weeks after the end of the NBA Finals. So, so here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and it got our points convergent, right? The thing is I pointed out that Taj Gibson is not and I love Taj, but what I'm saying is you can't have a pick and roll man that can pick and not roll, that can pick and not pop. He can pick, he can screen really good, but he can't roll to the basket. He's not athletic enough to get there like he used to. And you can't blame Julius Randle for that, right? We want to blame Julius Randle for a lot of stuff. And my thing is this. I'm not saying that Julius Randle doesn't deserve blame because he does, right? What I'm saying is that Julius Randle shouldn't be saddled with all of the blame for roster construction, for coaching decisions, for players' ineptitude, any of that stuff. Julius Randle should be blamed. Julius Randle should be blamed for his poor performance and his poor performance only, right? All the other things outside of that, his poor performance, Julius Randle shouldn't get blamed for it.
But this goes to show you, though, that he did have the team on his back for this season. Because without him, they can't get it done.
Bro, Julius Randle went into this season playing with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
That's fine, but fine. But Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike also got platinum records, my guy.
I understand that.
Okay? They also got platinum records, and I'm gonna need you to stop using that. I'm gonna need you to stop using that reference because that's a great group. Even the offshoots were great.
New Edition is overrated, bro.
I'm gonna need you to stop that, Freezy. Stop that.
New Edition is overrated.
Exactly. Julius needs to be. You know what? When he heard the raucousness of the Knicks fans, it almost makes me feel like he got a little timid because he ain't never heard anything that loud in his life.
Right.
Like, we take this for real.
We are for real, bro.
This is blood and guts for us.
Free agency starts August 2nd, 2021. So we got August for the free agency.
Man, y'all packing it in already? Yeah, I noticed the game on Wednesday.
I'm not we're not packing nothing in. We're not packing anything in.
Okay.
But we just looking long term, and we're frustrated again. When I heard CP came back with that trade deadline stuff, because I remember how frustrated I was those days leading up to it,
too.
After it.
Right.
I thought you was being a little unreasonable as well. I don't want to risk, and I'm happy we did nothing at the trade deadline that don't make us players in a month and 2 months. There was nothing that could have been done that could correct it this season even further. The last 3 weeks than what could be done the next 3 months.
Can I throw this live grenade in the room? Can I throw this live grenade in the room?
Drop.
I'm gonna throw the live grenade in the room, and I'm gonna get off screen, right, bro? If Leon Rose,
get on your water and your tea, cut it out.
I'm gonna say this: if Leon Rose had pulled the trigger on Lonzo Ball, we would not be having this conversation right now.
Don't try and run off the screen after saying some craziness like that. Don't do that.
How was he supposed to do? Lonzo Ball wasn't available for.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said because they didn't get what they want. Right? Of course, you got to mend the relationship. Of course, I've been like, nah, Mocha, when Janet Jackson came up to me, you know what I'm saying, and I was talking and stuff, I was just trying to tell her what his Zaxby's was at. You know what I'm saying?
But what? Man. You didn't throw a live grenade though, because I had already killed that grenade before you dropped it. When I specifically said that why make a move in the that was going to change us the last 3 weeks and mess up, then we could get Lonzo Ball in the next 3 months. And you think Lonzo Ball coming on the team was going to do what? Get us just to the second round? It wasn't going to take it. It would still have been it would have been a drastic move for no reason that you can get cheaper in 3 months.
Agreed.
But Gian, so here's the thing though. Here's the thing. You have to have a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about because saying the move we make this offseason is gonna make us a championship contender versus trading for a guy and helping in the playoffs to play towards a championship, it's not the same debate, bro. Because getting a guy this offseason in the hopes of him getting us to a championship is one thing, but getting a guy to help us during this playoff run right now is something different, right? Because one is a hope that he'll make us better. The other one helps us roll the boat, right?
Facts.
Because Lonzo Ball is a good perimeter defender, right? Do you think we could have used that defense against Trae Young right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
His 3-point shooting. Yes.
If we started Lonzo Ball right now and got Derrick Rose's production off the bench, do you think the series would look different right now?
Yes.
Yeah, it would. But the cost for Alonso was just too high. They were looking for
at that point, and it's only getting you to the second round. It's only getting you past the Hawks. It's not guaranteeing you past the next round.
Agreed.
Right.
I
feel like we're being geared, like fans are being way too now for now, and I appreciate what I feel is Leon's little bit of a forward-looking approach to these deal making. I definitely think that there's something. Even the reports that they were writing about how he was like Worldwide West was trying to backdoor and talk Beal into requesting a trade. Like, I know that there's stuff going on that we don't know is going on, and I appreciate the savvy of the moves that Leon made, and I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait until the end of the summer to see what we got before I say like, oh, like, you know, we should have just made a move. Like, why didn't we just make a move for this playoffs?
Yeah, because you can't just make a move just to make a move, man. You got to see, you know, how.
That's fair.
How it'll affect your team. That's why CP, when you were saying that yesterday, I was trying to find out what move we could have made that would have made us better, or you know,
Powell. I think Powell would have made it.
There were several moves we could have made that would have made us better. Picking up Drummond would have made us better.
I don't know. I don't know about Drummond, man.
We could use Drummond.
Drummond
We could
would've
use
made this
Drummond right
much
now.
better.
We could use Drummond right now.
Yes.
Drummond can
Right
catch a
now.
basketball in
All right,
traffic
okay,
and
all right,
finish.
okay.
Right now. Right now, we could use Drummond.
I'll give that to Keith, Free Keith. Wanna know why? Because he was a free agent, so it wouldn't have cost us nothing.
It would have cost us change. It would have cost us change to pick him up. That's the only one that I was. Well, him or Boogie. I wanted to pick up Boogie too, but that was just me because I could appreciate extra. Because I could have appreciated extra scoring from the five spot.
And in honesty, those guys hurt their value not coming to the Knicks because they stupid because they could have got the Knicks in the second round. They've been superheroes.
Right.
Those guys can't calculate it. They're idiots.
Right.
And you know what? And here's the other thing too. If you go get a Boogie,
and now Drummond is out there. Now Drummond is out there, nut riding LeBron, and they're about to lose to the Suns.
Right in the first round.
In the first round.
In the first round.
And we'll talk about the Knicks. I don't want to go lose in the first round with the Knicks. And so anyway, so here's the thing, Free Keith, I was wrong about Boogie because when you think about these two factors, right? Boogie Cousins, while his foot speed is not the same, right? He would have been an excellent pick and pop over Derrick Rose, set a hard screen, and knock down outside shots. Right.
My whole thing about Boogie was like, okay, I'm not bringing him on for defensive intensity. I'm bringing him on because we typically don't depend on or count on any scoring from our 5 spot. You bring him like now we got legitimate points coming from the 5 spot. Like
yes. That's not a pick and roll dunk.
We could have picked him up. We could have picked him up for like a couple bags of chips and a ride to the airport. Like I'm saying, like those were just the things I understand.
Stop selling your point short. Because here's the thing too: when Randle and everybody else turned into the New York Bricks, you could have kicked the ball into the post to Boogie and made Clint Capella play defense instead of letting him roam the court.
So right now you're giving Thorns to the front office.
And now Randle got room to breathe to work out his shot.
So now you
and they wouldn't have, and that wouldn't have cost them one asset.
So you're throwing thorns at the front office then, right?
No. I'm saying those are my only 2 gripes. It was like Drummond and Boogie because like I didn't want to lose assets yet at that time because I still wanted to figure Cats out. Like I still wanted to see what Cats was working with, but like I felt like they were pretty much risk-free pickups. Like
yes.
Why
yes.
you right? But it looked like Drummond ain't want to come here, so I can't fault us on that one.
Right. And you know what else though? Here's the other thing. Boogie Cousins has NBA Finals experience.
Man,
when was he in the final? With
the Golden State Warriors.
Rose and Taj would love him right now.
Yeah. Okay. The year Toronto won, Boogie played for
Golden State. Okay, got it.
And he's an enforcer.
Yes,
because I do not like John Collins.
They kind of need his attitude. They kind of need his attitude a little bit. Like this is why I appreciate guys like Mook and guys like. And another reason I appreciate like guys like Boogie, New York is the place for those attitudes, yo. They don't fill out no other place. Like people look at them, they look at it as odd other places. Like you at home with an attitude like that out here. We need that.
My only thing with that, Free Keith, is they can't be the leader of your team. As long as they're in a high level support, as long as they're captains.
Anthony Mason wasn't the leader of the team.
Right. As long as they're lieutenants and not
and he was the ice grill captain.
Right. As long as he's not the general, they are good.
Yeah, but listen. You know that hard foul that Julius Randle gave yesterday to Gallinari, Sunday on Gallinari? He is not supposed to be doing that.
No, he ain't.
I mean, it was a good moment, but your toughest guy can't be Reggie Bullock. Your toughest guy can't be. It got to be a big man that's gonna walk over and be like, "Yo, show us some respect." You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't happening. Porter ain't supposed to be grabbing New Orleans Noel, whatever his name is, and I can't say his name, but to save my life, and trying to trip him and hurt him. You know what I'm saying? That would not happen with Boogie. You need those enforcers to be, just to set a tone.
Yes.
Like, yo, we ain't coming here for that, yo. Nah.
We coming full circle to mad enough of my comments, yo. Like, we need goons, bro. Like, this is a team. Like, we can't get away from that history. Like, we need goons. The pretty cats is not gonna flower here, yo. Like, we need goons, ugly cats that dudes don't want to look at.
Okay. Oh, I thought
we
you
need
meant
a couple of those. We need two of those. They garner respect.
I was gonna volunteer my services because you said ugly guys. That's about it. And my hand went up by itself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that won't that knees won't pop out. Pop out trying to hit a jumper.
Right. My bad. I involuntarily volunteered.
Freeze and CP. What are you seeing out of Opie? When y'all went to the game? What y'all see out of Opie?
I didn't go to the game.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Oh, so
I ain't putting a quarter of a stack on the Knicks. Sorry, no, thank God I did it.
Yeah. Hey, so right. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this though. Regardless who Atlanta put on the floor, Obi Toppin was the most athletic dude out there.
Yeah, I saw. That's what came over to me. Like, I liked Obi's performance, and that's why I put him as one of the three guys who came to the playoffs ready for the moment. Like, this dude is literally.
Do you think he's more ready than
in the little moment
more ready than IQ? Do you think he's more ready than IQ? IQ?
After the first two games, I would have included IQ, but like I feel like he kind of disappeared a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like he kind of disappeared a little bit. So, but like Obi is consistent. He has consistently given me better than regular season Obi.
Yes.
Every time he stepped on the floor.
Energy.
Every time he stepped on the floor.
Obi Toppin raised his level of energy during.
And only those three guys are doing it.
Right.
And he finally decided to not give up the ball when his first move was taken from him, because when he went to that left hand the other day,
I saw that. Yes,
and I'm like,
the finger roll, the finger roll.
I was like, did Obi just style on him?
Yes. I'm like, yo, it's been there for you, Obi. You just haven't recognized it. It's always been there for you. When he went to that
product. That's Derrick Rose. That's Derrick Rose's son. Him and IQ are Derrick Rose's sons right now, though.
And when he went to that left hand and he swooped in there and he scored, I was like, my guy, it's always been there for you. It's there for you now.
Right.
It's a couple more of those, and you know what? You're gonna get a lot more playing time. Somebody's gonna say, let me slide him at the 5. Let's get this pick and roll moving to where you can't guard him.
I bet you money. We see him at the 3. We see him playing 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, Robert Horry. You remember Robert Horry? 3,
That's
4,
our Robert Horry there.
Yep. Hey, because y'all notice he taking threes. Y'all notice Obi shooting the 3?
Yeah.
I didn't say
Obi quietly been sneaking up on cats though.
Yeah. How did he look on defense? How did he look on defense?
So I'm gonna judge it on one play. So they run this cross screen. And Obi Toppin gets switched on to Trae Young. And everybody's like, oh, my God. And so Obi backed up a little bit, right? Backed up a little bit and gave Trae Young space. And Trae Young was like trying to go around him or whatever. And Obi was like a pterodactyl with his arms so out wide that Trae Young was like, oh, what the hell? What? And so Trae Young kicked it back up to the top. Right?
Wow.
And so for some, people are like, man, Uncle Freezy, that ain't nothing. What? But for us, that's a victory. You know what I'm saying? Because usually Obi gets cooked, especially against an elite level guard who cooks your guards. And Obi basically made him give up the ball.
Made him get up the ball. So y'all ain't worried about Obi. Y'all ain't worried.
No,
I'm confident. I'm more confident in him now.
Right.
I lost my
confidence. Yo, Cats is too game to game emotional, man. Like if you had listened to some of the more irrational fans, which I'll call us the irrational fans, we was like, yo, like give the dude a second. Like just wait.
Let him live.
Hold on.
If y'all had listened to State of the New York Knicks podcast, everybody would have been on the boat. Everybody headed to Yonkers. They're getting everybody out of town. You know what I'm saying? You know
As the season played out, like all of those early season takes started to drift by the wayside. Like, oh, like Randle looked disgruntled in the early pressers. Like, oh, it's because he knew he was getting traded. Nope, because now as the interviews come out, he realizes like he knows he was on the team because Leon and Kenny asked him what he needed, and they brought the squad that he needed to the team. They brought the trainers to the team for him.
Right.
So what does so now like Obi wasn't a pick to replace Randle, like it was a pick that they really wanted. They really wanted Obi. Wow. And now we seeing why.
I see why. Yeah.
Here's the thing though.
Go ahead, CP.
Here's the thing though with the Obi thing is because we had the last 3 or 4 first round picks not panned out with Frank and Knox. And most people thought in their head, look, we did it again. We got another Frank. We got another Knox. And so Obi was and look, Obi didn't do anybody any favors by his play. He was giving air conditioning to the whole garden with those air balls. He was bad on defense. So it wasn't like we were like, oh yeah, that's a good player. Oh yeah, that's a good player. It's what the evidence. What
Cassius wasn't giving him leeway though.
Right, the body of work. We weren't.
But how could you boo by what you saw?
Right.
If a one-legged person is in a race, I'm gonna say that one-legged person ain't gonna win. It's just common sense based off what I see. It's a one-legged dude in a race.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but he's finishing strong, and now we could be hopeful for the thing. And one thing Obi needs is a point guard, just like Freezy was talking about. And when me and him were watching the game, there's not a point guard that gives the bigs the ball off of those pick and pops or those pick and rolls. You know what I'm saying? We need a guy that's gonna. Oh, there's a famous play where Obi was wide open for the dunk.
Yeah.
And all IQ could have done was just throw it up to the rim and bam. You know what I'm saying?
And Burks missed him. Yes.
Oh my gosh, man.
Wide
frustrating.
I say like give that kid Luka that Euro kid Luka a chance. Like I feel there is something. If you go back, I don't know if you guys have taken a chance to look at his highlight reel.
I have absolutely. But I get murdered. I get murdered for bringing him up because he's not playing for us right now.
I'm not comparing him to nobody or Luka or no. I'm not comparing, but like if his skill set translates, I think we might have a thing.
Right.
I hope so.
And so.
Oh, hey, wait a minute, Freeze! Don't even go there with that.
If he's playing,
Luka, and you was like, "No, you bringing up Luka right now? He ain't even playing for us and everything."
If he's gonna be playing with Obi, I think we may have a problem.
Right. Well, the thing is, and Kev, you know what? You're absolutely right, bro. It's the playoffs. That dude ain't giving us nothing this year. But what I will say though, is first of all, make sure you check out the swag, the Blurn Sears swag, and the Blurn Sears online mall. I have on the Knicks Morning Drive shirt. I don't know if y'all can see the scheme here, but CP the artist did some branding for us, so the logo is fire.
Yes,
it's not only fire on in multimedia. It's fire on apparel.
I want a teardrop. That's what I want.
Yeah, I gotta go cop me a hoodie.
Kev, it is fire on the apparel, bro. CP the artist did a great job.
When are you gonna make the hoodie that doesn't say hoodie Kev? I'm not wearing.
He just need a hoodie that say Kev.
No.
People are gonna call me Kev. I don't want people to call me Kev.
No, we talked about that. So the hoodie, what we're gonna do on it is the one we're gonna put Blurns Tears. For another, we're gonna put Knicks Morning Drive, and the other we're gonna do the Knicks at Night podcast. We just trying to do external branding on it. The Hoodie Kev one was an example. Kev drew up. We put it on the thing to see if people would like it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll probably put one up there soon, right?
You should come out with the Blonde Steel CP the Artist paintbrush.
Y'all are foolish, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta say,
I'll be right. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I gotta say this, man. Hoodie Kev is Hoodie Kev in person. Like what you get, what you see is what you get. Like for real. That dude came in there, you know, when I met him the first time. Hey, what's going on here? I'm late. What was all this traffic? Like the traffic should have parted the ways for him to get there on time. It was, literally, and Jay Boogie is a real one. I got Jay Boogie's story, right? So I went to Nick Fan TV's pregame at the grill, at the Hudson Grill on Sunday. I'm there with Papa Left, the guy who did the song, the Knicks anthem, whatever. I'm chopping up with him, and we're waiting in line for the grill to open. This car comes up with rims, and you're not supposed to park on the street, right? Parks on the street, blaring that song that Jay Boogie did, and who comes out of the car? Jay Boogie. And he's like, yo, he's rapping to the beat, whatever. He's stopping traffic. I'm like, yo, dude, you can't park there. He's like, man, I'm good. Like, I'm good. What's up, right? So he comes, talks to me and Lucky Papa Left, whatever. And I'm like, all right, dude, you're blocking traffic. You got to get your car out the road. So he gets his car out the road. Me and CP, CP and his family, you know, we get a table. Jay Boogie comes on the table. We chopping it up. You know, Jay Boogie's on tilt. So I pull out my camera and I'm trying to do an Instagram story, and I'm looking at Jay Boogie, looking at my, and he's ready to go off. Right, the whole area is quiet. Right. He's like, yo, CP the Artist, yo, you follow my man, such and such. Yo, we beating such and such tonight, though. Go Knicks to that. And all of a sudden, this crowd starts to form around Jay Boogie in my phone. And then a riot started. Go for 15 straight minutes. Then, wait. It dies down. It dies down. Everybody's the whole, like, you know, some Hawk fans are like, get out of here, get out of here, whatever, right? Everything dies down. Jay Boogie disappears. Jay Boogie comes out. The whole, I don't know how he did this, right? His song is blaring in the whole Hudson Grill, and he performs right there over my chicken and waffles. Waitresses are trying to stop him. The waitress was trying to stop him. He's like, no, and he's like steady flow rapping, right? Steady flow rapping. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, this is the first time I'm doing this. White people coming out like, oh, who is this guy, right? You know? Unbelievable.
Yo, Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, I have no idea, yo. I can hear from that dude, just from his banter, I know who he is. You know, my dude's like, yo, I know
he's
exactly
a real one,
what cloth he cut from.
Yo, he's a real one, man.
And that dude he don't even drink, I don't think.
He don't drink. He had iced teas, man.
That's pure life. That's pure life and adrenaline that dude run off of.
Yeah, man. He older than me. You know what I'm saying? That dude is a real one, man. He performed right there in the restaurant. I don't know how he got the DJ, who's from got to be from Atlanta, or the whole thing, to play his song in the middle of Atlanta. God, you know, he was like, yeah, you know, Julius Randle, we go hard. Knicks, we go hard. I was like, oh.
Hey. Yeah, man.
Salute.
Yes, yo. Salute to the God.
Yeah, man. Hey, it was like that all weekend. Like people was like, yo, look, MIG, Meg is in the building. What's good? But people, yo, we were like, yo, everywhere we go, it was like the Knicks energy was taking over. Like I was in the hotel lobby, right? In the hotel lobby, and it's like me and like 12 other Knicks fans, right? And then I hear the ding of the elevator. Ding. And the doors open up and Hoodie Kev walk out. And Hoodie Kev is like, this guy Austin better hurry up with my pizza. And I'm like, what is going on? And the guy was like, yo, you the YouTuber. And so I guess he was pointing at me, but Hoodie Kev was like, yes, that's me. I'm the YouTuber. Right? And so people start gathering around. Hoodie Kev was like, yo, yeah, I'm Hoodie Kev. Let me introduce you to my producer, Uncle Freezy.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. The energy for the whole weekend was bananas, bro. All weekend long.
Yeah, y'all was out there acting a fool.
Yes.
Yo, literally, man.
Yes, man. It was crazy.
AJ, the bartender, wanted a piece out of Uncle Freezy, man.
Hey, well, he better hurry and bring my beer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you at work, bro. You in a Knicks Haven. Yeah, I was like, you in a Knicks Haven. He was like, hey, you in Atlanta. I'm like, yo, you in a Knicks Haven. You better hurry and bring my beer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, my man was great.
You playing with your life, man. You playing with your life. We in Atlanta, man. This is gun capital of the world, bro.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, but I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
There it is.
I don't die easy. I'm not that easy, bro.
Nah, I pass.
We hard to kill. We hard to kill on this block.
Right. Right. I'm telling you, bro.
We hard to kill.
It's one of the deals.
But here's the thing, man. I think Freezy could survive, 5 shots. I can't. I got no meat on me. Them bullets are going right through.
Hey. You wiry, you can dodge.
Yeah, bro. and
you be all right.
and so just for the record, CP the artist is 6'5" and 5'8". I think I'm taller than him.
You know what I mean?
Legit. Stop it.
He is legit 6'5" and 7/16. I'll give him that.
As Poe told Ace, yo, Ace, niggas get shot every day, yo. You be all right.
You be all right.
Yeah, man. Hey,
nah, so I ain't going to Grady. I ain't going to Grady Hospital, bro. You ain't.
It's like the MLK in every city. Every city got an MLK. Nah, I ain't going there, bro. As soon as they see you the MLK, you already know what's happening, bro. Nah, why you don't send the white people to MLK, bro? What's happening? I'm trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So that's our little joke. Hey, shout out to my people, bro. But so somebody said so somebody saluted. Where is it?
There you go. There you go.
Hey, and somebody said salute to Knicks Fan TV Dave. If Dave is in here, man, salute. I didn't see him. Let me shout him out if he in here. Knicks Gas is in the building. What's good, Knicks Gas? Yo, the trip to Atlanta was crazy. We got to do not changing the subject, but just want to put something in whisper in somebody's ear. If there is a NBA Summer League, we got to do it, bro. If there's a Summer League this year, a Vegas Summer League, we got to do it. I already talked to Hoodie Cav, and if there is, what we're going to do is plan ahead of time so that everybody can hotel, bunk up in the same place. You know what I'm saying? So we can basically set up a Knicks camp and get prices out there super early, like maybe 6 to 8 weeks ahead of time. And then that way we can start paying down on it. So by the time we get there, all we have to do is pay for AD drinks. That's it. The only thing we spending is buying AD drinks. We ain't got to pay for no chaser because he too smooth for that. Whatever liquor he drinking, he good. We ain't got to buy no chaser because AD too smooth for that. AD, if there's a summer league, you think about going?
Yes,
I'm with it.
No, I'm not trying to see bad basketball.
Absolutely. I
want to see Luka play.
Yo,
yeah, and I want to see Luka play.
I quietly feel there's gonna be something about that guy, man. Like you heard it here first. Right. Even Kobe even spoke on him. Like he tried to get them to pick him up on the Lakers.
Wow.
All right, but yo, gentlemen, I gotta roll off. But yo, Knicks family for life. Let's keep the faith. Season is not over. We're gonna be
over.
Right.
There you go.
All right, fam.
Well, the fat lady, she's warming up her pipes.
I'm gonna show y'all this right. Can y'all see that? Rob the Nick just sent me that. That's the picture we took at Taco Mac.
I'm looking for that picture. Send it to me, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it on the community page, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I was looking sexy that night, man.
Jeez, for the love of Mike.
Come on, tell me I wasn't. People are loving my hat, bro. People are loving that brim, man.
Yo, my battery about to die, focus. I'm gonna have to jump.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here too, man. I gotta get some rest and get up in about 39 minutes and do some stuff. So thank you everybody for coming through. Knicks Morning Drive. Thanks to everybody in the video chat, virtual chat. We out of here. Peace.